The drama surrounding the Indiana Fever's meteoric rise to WNBA dominance reached a fever pitch the moment they dropped what could only be described as a league-shaking bombshell. With one bold move after another, the franchise is declaring, without subtlety or apology, that they are no longer here to merely compete, they're here to conquer. And at the center of it all is Caitlin Clark, the rookie sensation whose impact is already transforming a struggling franchise into a budding dynasty. When the team unveiled their master plan to build a $78 million state-of-the-art practice facility, the rest of the league could do little but gasp. It wasn't just an investment in bricks, mortar, and luxury, it was an investment in Clark, in her stardom, in her potential, in her inevitability. The Indiana Fever aren't waiting for greatness to happen. They're designing it, cultivating it, and making it absolutely clear to every other team that the blueprint for the future runs through Indiana. The new facility, which is set to open before the 2027 season, is the largest of its kind in WNBA history. At 108,000 square feet, it eclipses the majority of NBA practice spaces. But this isn't just about size. It's about vision. It's about crafting an elite ecosystem where athletes don't merely survive a long season, but flourish in every conceivable way. From infrared therapy rooms to 24/7 access to full-size courts, from cutting-edge recovery stations to content creation studios, the Fever are redefining what it means to support their athletes. They aren't just giving Caitlin Clark a gym, they're giving her a kingdom. This isn't just about one player, though. It's a calculated and ruthless campaign to surround Clark with a super team that could dominate for years. Aaliyah Boston is already commanding the paint with the presence of a seasoned all-star, while Kelsey Mitchell, fresh off a 19.3 points per game season, was just awarded a franchise core designation and a supermax contract. Her loyalty has been rewarded, and now she's more than just a co-star, she's a pillar. Fever are making it crystal clear. Mitchell, Boston, and Clark are the three-headed monster of the WNBA's future. And yet, they're not done. Sabali, Gabby Williams. The whispers turned into negotiations, and those negotiations are quickly becoming real possibilities. The Fever aren't merely flirting with stardom, they're aggressively stockpiling it. Satu Sabali has confirmed she's leaving Dallas. With Indiana holding more than $650,000 in cap space, they're in perfect position to make her an offer she can't refuse. Sabali's 18.6 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 4.4 assists per game are no joke. Pairing her athleticism and versatility with Clark's dynamic court vision, that's a nightmare in the making for everyone else. Gabby Williams brings experience, defense, and pressure-tested scoring. She's not flashy, she's reliable. The kind of player who locks down opposing wings and makes the right play every single time. She doesn't need the spotlight, but when it's on her, she delivers. And in this Fever system, she wouldn't just complement the core, she would reinforce it with championship-grade steel. Meanwhile, the Fever's leadership is building something that goes far beyond a team. This is about structure. It's about permanence. About building an empire brick by brick. CEO Rick Fuson made it clear that this practice facility isn't just another asset. It's a symbol, a message, a beacon for every athlete, every coach, and every fan that Indiana is raising the standard. And they're daring the rest of the league to catch up, and they won't. Not easily. The Fever's commitment to excellence is in sharp contrast to the conditions in other organizations. Players elsewhere still share courts with youth camps, yoga classes, and birthday parties. They squeeze in practice time between recreational bookings. Some clubs still treat their WNBA roster like an accessory instead of a core business. In Indiana, women's basketball is the business. The Fever's facility includes recovery rooms, advanced weight training areas, mental health support services, and even a nail salon. Yes, a nail salon. Because athletes are people, and Indiana is treating them like the elite professionals they are. That commitment is already transforming the roster. Behind the scenes, player development coach Keith Porter is sharpening Clark's arsenal with military precision, extended shooting range, elite ball handling, countermeasures for every possible defensive scheme. He's not preparing her to be great, he's preparing her to be unstoppable. Porter has publicly stated that his goal is to make Caitlin Clark the most dominant force in the WNBA. And when you look at how she's already altered the trajectory of the franchise in just her first season, it's hard to argue with that mission. Since her arrival, attendance has quadrupled. The Fever are now the most talked about team in the WNBA. Media attention surging, ticket sales exploding, team performance improving by the day. Her partnership with Aaliyah Boston is a masterclass in synergy. Boston bullies the interior while Clark stretches defenses to the limit. Add Mitchell's scoring punch and the defensive versatility of a player like Sablé or Williams, and you have a lineup that isn't just intimidating, it's practically unfair. And yet it all feels earned. Because while others have spent their time throwing shade or dismissing Clark's success as media hype, Indiana has doubled down on building something real. Angel Reese and A'ja Wilson can throw passive-aggressive jabs all they want. The Fever are too busy changing the league. Every calculated move Indiana makes sends shockwaves through the WNBA. Every dollar spent is a warning shot. Release is a declaration of intent. The Fever are coming for everything, not just wins, not just playoff berths, not even just championships. They're coming to reshape the identity of the WNBA, to prove that when you treat women's basketball, it's like the elite sport it is, when you make real investments in athletes, infrastructure, and future planning, you don't just get good results. You get something revolutionary. Clark's rookie contract runs through 2028. Boston's deal ends in 2027. The timing is no accident. That facility, that massive campus expansion, that elite support system, they'll all be in place just in time to lock down their stars for the long haul. It's not a bet, it's a strategy. Lisa Leslie even praised the entire endeavor, calling it a gold standard of what it looks like when teams truly invest in women. Because this isn't just a story about basketball, it's a story about belief. About what happens when a franchise decides to rewrite the script rather than accept the status quo. For years, WNBA teams have operated in the shadow of the NBA, scraping together resources and attention, hoping for a sliver of the spotlight. The Fever, they're grabbing it by the throat. They're no longer hoping the league will give them a platform. They're building one. They're placing Caitlin Clark at the center of it. That's what makes this so terrifying for other teams. The Fever aren't just relying on Clark's raw talent. They're amplifying it, empowering it, giving her the tools to not just shine, but to outshine everyone else. She's already proving to be worth every ounce of that faith, her maturity. Her composure, her ability to lead and inspire, it's shaking the league to its core. The blueprint is clear. Clark leads the charge. Boston controls the paint. Mitchell rains buckets. Add Sabali's rebounding and versatility. Add Gabby Williams' poise and hustle. Add a multi-million-dollar facility, elite coaching, 24/7 access, and a culture obsessed with winning. That's not a team, it's a revolution. So if you're a fan of another WNBA team, you might want to brace yourself. Because what Indiana's building can't be ignored. It's bold, it's relentless, and it's coming. The rest of the league is being dragged into a new era, and some won't survive the transition. This isn't just about Caitlin Clark. This is about changing women's basketball forever. And Indiana Fever isn't waiting for permission. You're already doing it. What do you think of the Fever's bold moves? Is Caitlin Clark on her way to becoming the face of the WNBA? Will the super team rewrite history or crash under pressure? Let us know in the comments, and if you love seeing the WNBA finally get the attention it deserves. Hit that like button and subscribe for more stories like this.